Hello, good day everyone. I want to do a brief analog or chronological arrangement on different systems of government. Now, we are aware that in our world today, in the universe, we have different systems of government practiced by different sovereign states. For example, the United States of America practice presidential system of government as well as a federal system of government. Nigeria will practice a presidential system of government as well as a federal system of government. The Britain practice a parliamentary system of government under a unitary structure. Alright, so I want to do a brief analogy or explanation on different systems of government. Okay, now quickly, I'll start with a presidential system of government. Now, simply put, a presidential system of government is a system of government whereby the office of the head of state and that of the head of government is held by one person called the president. So, in a presidential system in other words, in a presidential system of government, the office of the head of state and head of government, it is one person that controls it. That person is called the president. So the person performs both ceremonial and executive functions. Apart from presidential system of government, another system I want to talk about is the federal system of government. Now, in the federal system of government, all the governmental powers that exist in the state are shared between the central government and its subordinate units. For example, we have the federal government, subordinate units regions, states, local government can be seen as subordinate units. So, for example, in Nigeria now, we practice a federal system of government. So, we have a state, that's the federal, a central government, that's the federal government, sharing powers with its subordinate units. Remember, powers, for example, in the federal structure are shared in the exclusive list controlled by the federal government, the concurrent list, and the residual list. Okay, let's leave federal system of government now. Okay, let's go to a unitary system of government as practiced by Great Britain. Now, a unitary system of government is a system of government whereby all the governmental power that exists in a state are controlled by the central alone. So it is the central government that controls all power. They can decide to delegate power to subordinate units that are created and also that can be removed by this central government. So in a unitary system of government, the powers that exist in the state is country. The powers that exist in the country are shared by, which is controlled by only the central government. So the central government decides to give it to whosoever he wishes. That's delegate power. You do this, you do this. Okay, they create local government and they have the right to remove those local governments, sack those local governments also. Okay, now let's go to a parliamentary system of government. A parliamentary system of government is a system of government whereby the office of the head of state and that of the head of government are held by different persons. So it's a system of government whereby the office of the head of state is different from that of the head of government. The head of state, the person in position there could be the queen or a king or even a president, like what we have in Britain, for example. The Queen of England is the head of state. Remember, they also have a prime minister. The prime minister is the head of government. The head of government performs executive functions, organizing the day-to-day governmental activities. It is carried out by the head of government, who is the prime minister. For example, in First Republic in Nigeria, we practice a parliamentary system of government where we had Alhaji Tafawa Balewa as our first prime minister. Okay, let's move over. Okay, I've talked about a presidential system of government, a federal system of government, a unitary system of government, as well as a parliamentary system of government. I do a last touch. Let me talk about democracy. Now, democracy, as defined by Abraham Lincoln, is government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Government of the people, for the people, and by the people. So, government of the people, that means the government is brought to power by a group of people, maybe the citizens of a state. Government of the people, for the people. The government work for the good of the people, not for their selfish interest. They work for the good of the people. So, government for the people and by the people. They always say by the people. So they are brought to power by the people, not by other persons who are not citizens. They are brought to power by the people. So, and you can also say democracy is a government ruled by majority rule, a government that comes to power by majority view. For example, if in a country we have 100,000 citizens, 100,000 citizens, and election is conducted, maybe it's two major political parties, maybe the practice a two-party system, like what we have in US, where we have the Democrats and the Republicans. That kind of government, an election is conducted, and if someone maybe comes out with 60 votes and the other party comes out with 40 votes, the one with 60 votes wins the election. Why? Majority rules. But although the majority also tries as much as possible to protect the minority's interest, not because this person did not vote for you, so when you come to power, you go against them. No, the majority tries as much as possible to protect the minority's interest. Like what we have in Nigeria now. You see, in the National Assembly, we have the majority leader, we have the minority leader. Majority leader is the ruling party. Like for in Nigeria now, we have APC as the ruling party, so the majority leader will come from APC, while the minority leader is the most opposing party, that's PDP. So the minority leader is from PDP. Okay, we'll end here today. I'll see you another day. When you have questions, you drop them on the comments, and I'll do as much as possible, I'll try as much as possible to answer your questions. This is all the first time I'm just trying this, and I pray this grows. I have more zeal to teach more things, to explain more things. I want to bring government to the basic for everyone's understanding. Thank you.